Hello, everybody.
Hey, everybody. Welcome.
Mamma mia. My name's Trent.
I'm Jason.
And this is the Fresh and Retro Podcast number
15.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's this many.
Yeah. He's holding up 12 fingers.
Yeah.
There you go.
I have 12 fingers, by the way.
So we had a busy week, actually.
Somewhat, I guess.
Well, between work and
oh, yeah.
other things. Yeah, we've had a busy week, but we actually did get some of our nerd stuff done, accomplished.
Ooh, I just got an interesting text. Let me read it in the podcast.
Oh, Jesus.
Live. It's Tony from Team Internet. We've got 50 co-sponsors in the Senate to save net neutrality. Can you call to ask Senator Rubio to call the CRA as 51?
Wow.
I'm very important, okay?
Yeah.
I get texts like these all the time.
Oh, I don't doubt it.
You should see my email.
Is it? I think I saw Amazon doing something with net neutrality.
I don't know.
There's a couple of big names that are doing like a lot of net neutrality stuff. I know. I think AT&T was it? No, one AT&T. They don't want it, but
yeah, no.
It was a big name company like Amazon or somebody that's doing something big right now to get people aware of what is going to happen. But well, there you go, Mr. Importance over there. So we watched one show in completion.
Completion's a funny word.
Watched two movies that I know about.
Yeah. Did we watch any earlier in the week?
I don't think so, because you rewatched.
Yeah.
But we watched that Sunday night, didn't we?
Thought we talked about it last week. Oh, no, we didn't. We did watch. No, we watched it like Tuesday or Wednesday. Yeah.
Okay, so we watched 3 movies this week. I beat 2 video games.
Ooh, big.
I know.
I don't know. I played a bit more Bayonetta, and that's it, really.
Yeah. You just seem to be getting frustrated with that a little bit.
Yeah, there was a terribly hard part. It was boss after boss after boss.
Oh, yeah. My favorite type of gaming.
Yeah. And I forgot to make health vials. So yeah, that wasn't very fun.
That's where, I mean, you were a Cub Scout, but you can see you were not a Boy Scout.
I'm female in the game.
Their motto.
What motto?
The Boy Scouts.
What?
See, you don't even know their motto.
Because I
be prepared.
I was never a Boy Scout.
That's what I said. You were a Cub Scout. You never made it a Boy Scout, so you don't know their motto.
Be prepared.
Otherwise, you would have made health vials.
Health file. That's what I put in the file.
Well, on games, I did build a little rocket ship in the backyard, and I strapped Kingdom Come Deliverance to it, and I launched it into the sun.
Man, who could have seen that one coming?
That was the worst game in the world. I did not beat it. I didn't even want to waste another minute on it.
You have like 2 podcasts, and this is going to be a whole different aspect.
Yeah. I was excited.
It's realistic, you know?
It was.
It's really, really interesting time period.
Well, I talked about it last that it was a little too realistic. But I
told you, right before it came out, I watched a video, I was like, this looks like the most boring game I've ever seen.
Well, the way it was sold on the one I watched, because I watched a podcast that was doing a vlog on it, and they were showing the options you had, the choices you had, and yeah, you have them, but they're not really there. You have to do what it tells you. It's not like Skyrim, like they tried to say.
You can do whatever you want.
Yeah, you can literally, if you want to kill the main characters, you can.
I mean, you can kill anyone in Kingdom Come.
Yeah, you can, but then, the game's over. With Skyrim, it's not over. You just lose the main quest, and then you can do, like, all the side stuff. So, definitely don't buy it.
No, I was not going to say
Don't even rent it.
A month ago.
So, since we're on games, I did try Rhyme.
Okay.
Very, very happy with it so far. Yeah? Beautiful.
I still haven't really gotten into it. I might. Now it's on PS4. Yeah. It wasn't on Switch, and I was like, the mobility would be fun, but...
It is. It's one of the prettiest games I've ever seen. I mean, it's cel-shaded, but very colorful.
Yeah.
Where some cel-shaded, the colors are kind of dim.
Like Borderlands?
Yeah. This one's probably like Wind Waker. Because Wind Waker was very bright, so it's...
Wind Waker HD.
But, and you even agreed with me on this before, that it's very Ico.
That's what everyone compares it to, yeah.
Yeah, even
almost the exact same story, I think.
No, because Ico, you were in a jail in a tower.
Well, yeah, you wake up and you're like, who am I? Basically. You don't know who you are.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
And it seems more like Romanesque.
Yes, definitely.
But simple gameplay, very simple, but pretty decent puzzles.
Yeah?
Yeah, it takes a bit sometimes to try to figure out what the game wants you to do.
Yeah, when I started playing, I was like, where do I go?
Yeah.
Wait, now I'm bored.
Yeah, there is no explanation.
Yeah.
You jump in and you go and you realize, oh, here's something here.
Mm-hmm.
And then you like, all right, this helps people, but the first thing you had to do was get past this giant pig. And you notice there's broken fruit all around it.
Right.
Well, if you see a fruit tree, you run back, you get the fruit, you throw it near the pig, he runs away and eats the fruit, you get past him to do the activation you need to do.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it's stuff like that. It doesn't explain it, but it's not like it's an impossible puzzle to figure out.
Mm-hmm.
So not that far in that. I think I'm like only like 3 or 4 puzzles in. And when I say that, it's like 15, 20 minutes to beat a puzzle.
Really?
Yeah.
Even the whole pig thing?
Well, no. The pig is one part of the whole puzzle in that area.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
There's 4 towers or 4 things you have to activate to open the next section.
Mm-hmm.
And when you figure out all those, that's what I'm saying is a puzzle.
Okay.
So I'm about 3 or 4 of those in. I'm liking that.
You know what we should get?
I give up.
Human Fall Flat.
I keep seeing it on sale.
It's really like, when it first came out on Steam, it was all kind of weird, but it was pushed for multiplayer.
Okay.
But it's funny, it's silly. You fall off the map and you come sliding back down from the top, and it just resets you.
But it's like, how is it multiplayer? Like, is it fighting or?
No, it's all puzzles. 100% puzzles.
Okay.
You have to go through an entire area, but it's all like weird physics, so your body moves and wiggles and stuff. And
We can try it,
Yeah.
without a doubt. I mean, I told you I want to try to rent that prison one. I don't want to buy that one, even though it's cheap.
Get Out?
Yeah, no, it's not Get Out. That's the movie.
Oh yeah.
Locked
A
Out.
Way Out.
A Way Out. Yeah. For those that don't know, it's definitely co-op.
Mm-hmm.
It's local, right?
Yes.
You can play local or you can play via the internet, but you're both locked in jail and you're breaking out. However, you each have your own screen,
Mm-hmm.
and you can each go wherever
Not
you're allowed. Where you're allowed.
Yeah.
So you don't have. You'll be.
You each solve your own puzzles.
Yeah, one guy will be outside the jail, like
Mhm.
working through vents, while the other guy's down in the basement.
Yeah.
There's no linear connection between the 2.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what we're gonna try when it comes out, because that comes out.
March.
It's sometime mid-March or something.
Yeah. We'll try to get it.
So I did beat Evil Within 2.
Yeah, it's been a fun journey, I think, you know? You've had your ups and downs to the game.
The only time I got mad at that one boss who said, I heard you get mad, was my aim was off. I was
Yeah.
getting pissed at myself.
Oh.
Because I was like, come on, like yelling at me because he was right in front of me and I'm shooting like over his shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
I did get mad at that trick.
Trick?
Okay, for those who haven't played the first one, the end of the game of the first Evil Within is boss fight after boss fight after boss fight. It is
Yeah.
ridiculous and it pissed me off. So right when we bought this one, I looked it up.
Yep, yeah.
And what did you find out?
I didn't watch the whole thing. I skimmed through.
For the last chapter.
It was like a 45-minute video, so I didn't watch it all. But like I skimmed through and I was like, huh, okay. Yeah, I don't see boss fight after boss fight. It should be fine.
Right. And he's right. At the end of the game, it's one boss.
Mm-hmm.
And it's pretty simple. However, 2 chapters before that, it throws you back into the original Evil Within, and it's a boss fight after a boss fight. I was so pissed. I was like, yeah, you lied to me.
No, I looked at the last chapter like you asked.
So that you know, I think it's chapter 14. When you get there,
13
yeah, it's around 13 or
something like
14.
that,
You will be fighting multiple bosses in a row. That's the only time that happens.
The rest is fine.
There's a couple. I mean, you have to use stealth in a lot of the areas.
Mhm.
The
I liked-
chainsaw woman.
I like the early gameplay.
I did too.
The early gameplay was really good. The whole town scene, I think.
Yeah, and that's what I told you later.
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
the exploration
But I mean,
went
like,
away.
even the bosses were fun.
Yeah.
Like the Insane Asylum one where you have to look at the mirrors.
Yes.
I thought that was really
That
interesting.
puzzle.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then the giant monster that you have to chase around with the gasoline outside of town hall.
Yes.
I like that one.
But then, like, they bring the chainsaw woman back,
Mm-hmm.
and she's just randomly walking around now.
Oh, really?
And then they stop with the normal monsters, and everybody can catch on fire on their own.
Yeah, I didn't like the lava guys.
Because that took away your stealth kill.
Right.
Because you had to time it. One, you had to get their pattern of walking, and then time being behind them when they weren't lit on fire.
Mm-hmm.
Then they added the flamethrower guys.
Yeah.
That was a boss.
Okay.
And then it was a regular
The
guy,
bosses become villains.
and you couldn't kill him
Or bad guys.
easy.
Yeah.
So it ramps up pretty quick towards the last few chapters with the monsters, but again, the last boss was pretty easy.
Yeah.
Which I was happy about. So yeah, no, I mean, it's good. It's not as great as I anticipated.
Well, the whole
way better than the first one.
It's so much better.
Oh yeah, way better than the first one all the way around. But I'd say about a 7 or an 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
Graphics are great.
I forgot we used to do reviews.
Yeah, this used to be a review show.
I'd put the graphic on screen of what the rating was.
So you've only played Bayonetta?
I mean, I've been playing Picross, which, if you guys don't know what that is, you have like a 10x10, 15x15, or 20x20 layout grid type thing, and you get numbers and you have to figure out, like, it'll say there's 10 blocks in this row you have to keep, the rest you have to cross out. And you make a picture with that. It's a simple puzzle game.
But it's kind of like a weird Sudoku color in lines kind of thing.
But not really. It's just numbers and squares, but...
You have to figure out which ones to get rid of
yes.
to make the picture appear.
Yeah, right. And it's on the Switch now. It used to be on the DS. And I beat it on the Switch, but now I'm going back trying to get 100% without like any help from the game.
Gotcha.
And that's all I've been playing, really.
That's fine. Relaxing the brain.
Yeah, no, I haven't done anything all week.
Well, we looked at a game to download, and we both were like, this looks interesting. So we downloaded it. I think you said you tried the first chapter?
What?
Valley.
Oh, yeah. Last podcast I did.
Yep. And I played through it. It's pretty quick, actually.
Mm-hmm.
But it is worth it. Especially what we paid. We paid it. We was on like 50% off or something.
Yeah.
It was like $7. It would have been worth $15. I wouldn't pay more than $15 for it because it was probably
like Maze.
5-hour game, 6-hour game.
Yeah.
Well, see, but Maze I'm more inspired to play through.
Again,
yeah.
So it's like Portal. You'd play that again.
Yeah. This one, I might jump back into chapters and try to find the hidden things I missed.
Yeah.
But the story wasn't compelling.
Yeah, no, I got bored.
Yeah, the story was...
It felt like they tried to steal the Bioshock aspect of it, yeah.
I had a lot of feel of that. Graphics were subpar.
I think it's a little bit older.
Yeah.
I'll look it up.
But I mean, yeah, I'm just saying, they weren't great graphics. But it was really fun.
Yeah, it's very interesting to watch, for one.
And the puzzles, you do get some puzzles that you have to try to figure out. That changes the landscape. In the beginning, you have these giant, which I call ostrich legs, but he says they're not.
They're not. They're just robot legs.
They are, but they look like an ostrich. You run really fast, you jump. Then you get a tether, and you can swing. And then you get magnetics at the bottom of your feet, so now you're running on certain walls. And then the last one I got, you could run on water for a short period of time.
Sounds like Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah, you do. You upgrade through it. And these...
But came out August 2016.
Oh, that explains the graphics.
Yeah.
Then, yeah.
I mean, 4K was out then. They could have... You good?
Yeah.
little drinking problem?
Drown, yeah. But, I mean, for a first-person game, I usually expect a little bit better graphics. Not for 4K, but...
Yeah.
It was, you could tell everything was copy-pasted. All the trees were identical. All the creatures were identical. There was no difference, no...
I don't like that in games.
What?
How everything's just the same.
Yeah.
I think I just got spoiled with Zelda on the Switch. Because like every area was different in that game. Every creature, except for the bad guys are all the same.
Right.
But it's just so interesting to just walk around in Zelda.
Oh, I see that with Skyrim.
Yeah.
Because there's areas you go that are completely different.
Yeah, I think Skyrim was a very big influence on Zelda.
You
on
think
the new
so?
one. Oh yeah. They're very similar. Whole crafting system. The missions, the quests, the map, even how big it is. All right, Bane. I think Zelda's bigger though.
That's what she said.
You know, there's 900 collectibles in that game.
That's sad.
That's sad. That's too much.
Yeah. Well, Nintendo knows its players.
That is true. Because there are people that did it within a month.
Yeah, there are completionists in this world, and they play Nintendo religiously.
That's the biggest completionist, I think.
Are Nintendo people?
Yeah.
Yeah, without a doubt. But other than that,
video games have been pretty dry for me.
Well, we pre-ordered Far Cry 5.
Yeah.
So that'll be at the end of March. We'll be able to play that, and actually, I'll be able to play it and review it. Probably. Oh, I might. You might have to just listen in at the podcast after that.
Why?
Because you'll be out of town for 5 days.
Oh, I will.
Right after it comes out.
No.
Comes out?
The 20th.
I thought 27th.
I thought it was the 20th.
Oh, if it was the 20th, then yeah.
Hold on, let me see.
But yeah, if it comes right out, then yeah, you leave like 5 days later.
It is 27th.
Ah.
That means I have to play it in 5 days.
So, yeah, you'll be back on a Sunday. You're leaving in the middle of the week, right?
Yeah, I come back on Sunday.
Alright, well just so y'all know, then the first Sunday of April, we might not have a podcast.
Yeah, there's a good
Maybe.
chance.
We'll see, but that is because he's leaving us for a few days and then coming back.
Yeah.
Alright.
Little boy, leaving you.
TV?
TV, I've watched Breaking Bad. I'm getting into that finally.
Yeah? You're in season 2?
Yeah, I'm in season 2, but the beginning of the first season's so slow and boring.
It's more on the cancer.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I like that. They actually didn't get into it at all in the first couple episodes.
Right.
You find out he has it, and then it's like, well, what is he going to do? Oh, he tries this. Oh, he's not going to do that. And then like, oh, wait, now I'm going to start making meth. And once it started doing that, it was like, okay, this is cool. And then it becomes Heisman.
Yeah.
Or Heisman, whatever.
Heisenberg.
That's what it is. not Mayo. No, Heisman.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, Heisenberg.
Yeah, Heisenberg. Once he becomes Heisenberg, that's when it really gets good.
Yes.
Season 1, episode 6 or 7. I think it's 6. That's when I loved it. At that point, now I just don't want to stop watching it.
Have you seen the episode? Maybe it's that one.
Probably not.
Where it starts off with him walking out of a building.
Yes,
that
one.
That's the best episode ever.
Oh my god, that's such a good episode.
That is the first time you see Heisenberg for real.
Mm-hmm.
And you see the length and depth he will go to.
Yeah.
And that was an eye-opener to me too. Mm-hmm. I love that episode. It's the best one.
Once I was like, oh, okay.
But he goes away for a while.
Really?
I hate that about the show. You're basically patiently waiting for him to become Heisenberg again. It's like watching The Incredible Hulk and he never transforms.
Yeah.
That's what it is. And he does.
It's like watching The Incredibles just for Frozen.
There's other times where he'll do it, but there's other times where you're going to be watching and you're going to be like, alright, now he's going to do it. And he's Walter. Yeah. And he's weak again. Mm-hmm. And you're like, oh, come on.
I did kind of like the episode, I think it's season 2, episode 1. No. It's season 1, episode 5 or 7. I don't know which one. I forget which one it is, but I watched them back to back, so I forgot. Mm-hmm. I binge watched it on accident. They were stealing the giant barrel. And that was a funny scene. Yeah. You see them. It was like a long shot, or not long.
It's a shot from the.
It was a one shot, and it showed the porta potty where the security guard is, and they're walking by slowly moving the barrel, and it's like 15 seconds, and it was just funny. I like stuff like that.
Yeah, that whole scene was actually funny. It just showed the ineptness of them.
Mm-hmm. In the beginning, yeah.
Yeah.
But then I liked when they had the chemistry aspect.
Yes.
Especially with season 1, episode 6.
It's a very smart show. It really is.
I hope Vince Gilligan does something else. He's the creator.
The creator.
Yeah.
We'll see. Maybe. Well, he did.
Yeah, Better Call Saul. Yeah, I heard that's way better than Breaking Bad.
That's what everybody says too. I never liked the character, so it's hard for me to watch that.
I heard there was a commercial that said Better Call Saul. And I was like, oh, that's cool. Like season 2, episode 1, they had that.
Yeah.
Like, wow. It's pretty neat.
And he just was not a character I liked.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I like the characters he brings in with him.
He's a lawyer.
Yeah. No, he's not a lawyer.
I thought he was.
He is, technically, but no, he's not a lawyer.
Technically.
I don't even think legally he is. I mean, I think you learn in Better Call Saul he's not a legal, he's a real attorney. He's a con man is what he is.
Oh, that's nice.
So, well, we got our high hopes up.
Well, I'm not done.
Oh, sorry.
Still watching Always Sunny.
Yes.
That's it.
I just watched the other one with him yesterday about the trying to get into the
World Series.
World Series.
Yeah. I watched the wrestling one today. With Trash Man. It's a good one.
So, we got our hopes up.
We did get our hopes up.
One of my favorite books, and you read about 120 pages of it.
150.
Neil Gaiman's American Gods.
Yeah.
So on my Amazon account, I can add a pay cable channel for a while. Mm-hmm. And I just pay it for the month. So we got Stars. So we can watch the 8 episodes of American Gods.
Right. I heard so much good about this show.
Same.
And I was like, okay, I'll read the book then, The show's doing so well. And I love the book from what I've read.
And?
Yeah. First day we watched it, first few episodes, they were I don't even know.
Brilliant.
They were mind-blowing, really.
Yeah.
They were exactly what I expected from reading the book.
Quirky, but good.
Yeah.
Weird music and weird times.
I love when the jazz kicks in.
Yeah.
That's always cool. I think the music's great in the whole show.
Like I said, it wasn't the music was bad when I said that. It was that it was so loud out of nowhere. That's what got me.
It's weird.
Yeah,
from someone
Interstellar. Yeah. I thought people's ears were going to bleed last night, by the way, or yesterday.
Oh, yeah? Really?
When it started getting bright.
Uh-huh. I know what you're talking about, yeah.
The music got like, I was like looking over, seeing if people were like covering their ears.
Well, the trailers were louder than the movie.
True, but alright, so back to the show. So American Gods. Episodes 1, 2, 3, and 8.
6, I think. I think 6 is good too. Or no, 7. No, 6. 6 or 7 is really good. But 8's really good too.
6, wasn't that the history?
I don't remember.
Of the Leprechaun?
I thought it was 7.
Oh.
I don't remember.
About half the season's good.
Yes. And it's not like the first half's good, the second half's bad.
It's like right in the middle.
Yeah.
It sucks.
Mm-hmm.
And they waste a lot of showtime on the Coming to America stories.
Yeah, like the book, how that's written, it's 4 or 5 pages is a Coming to America.
Right.
Do we know what that means? We don't
want to spoil it.
Yeah. So it's like 4 or 5 pages, and then the show is like 20 minutes.
Right.
An hour long.
Yeah, it does, and it cuts into, and it. I get it as interludes, but it kills the flow really fast.
If you binge watch it, yes.
Yeah, if you're binge watching it and you just finish and it leaves with a little bit of a cliffhanger, and then you're watching like a 20-minute episode of this Coming to America story.
Yeah.
Which the show doesn't even explain.
What the reason for that?
For those until
the last episode.
Yeah, episode 8, it starts to really explain things. Which is rough when you're watching something and you have to wait 7.5 hours to really fully understand what the show's doing.
Yeah, it was the last half hour that they kind of explained it all.
It was like this was made for people who read the book.
Mm-hmm, definitely. Because I stopped understanding what was going on after it passed the part where I am in the book.
Yeah.
And that's when I kind of got bored.
Yeah, it's a little convoluted. It's a little...
Yeah, they don't explain anything.
Uh-uh.
Like, I know the main plot, which they tell you in episode 8, just because we've talked about it before.
Right.
So I knew what was going on beforehand, but I didn't understand anything that was happening.
Now, and Shadow, we're not happy with the characterization of Shadow. In the
no.
beginning, we were like, yes, he's doing it right. He's Shadow Moon.
He has cool magic tricks.
Yeah, he's awesome. And then they started making him like a bitch.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Like there's this whole scene with the Russian. That was a great scene. That was Shadow Moon.
Yeah.
Now the rest of it's like, oh, what's going on?
The whole interrogation area.
Yeah.
That was like...
Lawyer.
What? Oh,
lawyer.
Yeah. No, I mean, afterwards.
Oh, yeah.
What? Why am I in this?
Yeah. We're not happy with that. That they started him really well. Now.
Started him how he should have been.
Sad part. There might not be a season 2, and if there is, it's going to be totally different.
Is that sad?
I'd like it to finish now they reveal the big reveals, but so the creators of the show, not Neil Gaiman, but the two creators, they left due to artistic differences with the studio. Mm-hmm. Well, the girl who plays Easter and Gillian Anderson, who has a major role in it, both booked with it too. And Gillian Anderson's character is huge and important.
For later on.
Forever. Yeah. She's just a huge character. The Easter one is too, but I don't know. It was a little disheartening to know that it just after one season and getting rave reviews like it did, it's crumbling. I don't know why, except that they didn't like the way it was shot, is what I read, or the way it was done, even though it's getting rave reviews.
Oh, speaking of how it was shot,
bang!
I will say, I absolutely love how they focus on something minimal and they make it so drastic, and I'll explain. There's a scene where they have a match and they strike the match. Mm-hmm. After they strike it, it transitions, or not transitions, but it's like focused on the match. It's in a dark room. There's nothing else but the match. Mm-hmm. Like scenes like that are great.
Yeah,
I love that small little interlude. I feel like that kind of threw some people off though. So I was like, why is that in there?
Well, it's kind of like it'll tie into what we watched. One of our movies, so yeah, it is.
I get that, but
you're right. There are people that appreciate the film's aspect.
Right. That stuff's beautiful.
Yeah, and the people who just want to see a story.
I think that's what the creative differences might have been.
It might be.
Because there was a lot of that in the beginning.
Yeah, this was more artistic than I think we've seen on any of these binge shows.
Yeah.
I don't think we've seen very many that come to this level.
I was hoping Stranger Things would be more artistic.
Yeah, it's not.
No, it's kind of bland.
It's a throwback to Spielberg's old days.
Yeah. I did hear something interesting. So right now we're in that 80s nostalgia, right? You ever think we're gonna get to the 2000s nostalgia where we want like Jim Carrey and Adam Sandler movies?
Yeah, in 2020.
You really think so?
It's supposed to be every 20 years.
Well, I get that, but where we start recreating goofy comedies like that?
Yeah.
Really?
Look, in the 1970s...
We say it's supposed to be every 20 years. It's been 30 years.
Well, the 80s have stuck around longer than they should have.
I think it's just picking up, though.
No.
80s nostalgia? In movies and TV shows?
The 80s nostalgia has been going on for a while. There were bands out of nowhere. Young kids that came out of nowhere.
Movies and TV shows.
No, I'm just saying in general.
I'm talking about movies and TV shows. That's it.
Yeah, but it starts in one space and expands.
So how are we going to get to the goofy comedies with music?
Oh, I don't know about that.
Doink! Oh!
No, but in the 70s, the goofy comedies were really starting.
With?
Airplane.
Yeah.
You know, movies like
Parodies.
that. Yeah. And they continued it, but then they died down. And then in the 90s, they blew up again. With Scary Movie and all that.
And then they died down in 2000s.
Yeah, and then we just had one we watched and we thought it was funny. I thought. Maybe I'm wrong.
There's now the stoner movies. That was popular a couple years ago.
That was 90s.
Yeah, but it's like, well, it's a couple years ago.
Right. Everything goes in trends. They do. They go for so many years and then they go away. And then
I just couldn't picture a good goofy comedy anymore.
It's gonna take a good actor. It's gonna have to be somebody who people appreciate the goofiness of them.
Yeah.
Because look at Tommy Boy. Nobody else could have made that movie.
Maybe Jack Black.
No. I don't appreciate him as a goofy actor.
Jack Black?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I hate him.
Because that was what, what's his face?
Chris Farley?
Yeah, his brilliance is he could be normal. And you just saw him as an overweight guy that was kind of dumb.
Yeah.
And when he did his stupid stuff, it fit that character. To me, Jack Black just overdoes things. That's his joke.
Yeah. Unless he has to be serious, like Brutal Legend.
Oh, yeah.
He was pretty good in Brutal Legend.
Yeah, it was a video game. You didn't see him
acting,
act. Yeah. But then same with Adam Sandler. He built a character, and you accepted that character for what it was.
Now, he can actually act.
Yeah, I know.
He just doesn't show it.
No, he doesn't want to.
Watch Meyerowitz Stories. I told you about it
a
long time ago. It's so good. His character is like... I don't even know. It's not Adam Sandler at all.
Right.
But it kind of is, because he's dumb, but he's not like goofy dumb. He's
right.
more like unintelligent.
Gotcha. But we don't have anybody right now. Because SNL is usually the plucking ground for these kind of guys.
Yeah. Andy Samberg kind of was.
He was. I mean, that's the one spoof one. That was one.
Yeah. Pop Star?
Yeah.
It's not goofy.
Yes, it is.
It's not goofy.
It is a total spoof movie.
Yes, a total spoof movie. It's not goofy, though. I don't consider that goofy. I consider, like, Billy Madison goofy.
This was just as stupid.
No. I feel like this is smart, but dumb.
But that's Billy Madison.
No, Billy Madison is dumb.
No, it's brilliant.
Really?
Actually, there is some brilliance to the humor in it.
I mean, there is, but it's not like, I don't know.
I mean, come on. What was that guy, T-Rex? What was his name?
Hunter the Hungry?
Yeah, Hunter the Hungry. Wasn't his song T-Rex?
No, he's making fun of Yonkers by Tyler, the Creator.
I thought the song was something about
It's Hunter the Hungry's Gonna Eat. Yeah, it starts off like that because Yonkers starts off with, I can't really say it.
Is it bad words?
I don't really remember. It's something about the Triceratops. So
he's doing like Stegosaurus or something.
No, he does retarded Tyrannosaurus.
Retarded Tyrannosaurus. Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, but it's Hunter the Hungry's Gonna Eat. That's the song.
Yeah. Which he is doing great on SNL.
Chris Redd? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Every time we see him on SNL, I mean, that was a great.
It's a different character each time, which is
very
shocking on this season of SNL.
Yeah, we were listening to Ari Spears the other day doing impersonations, and they were spot on.
Yep.
And
Snoop's was really good.
Huh?
Snoop's
and
Jax.
His Snoop was really good. And he was talking about how on SNL he's not impressed with their impersonators. Yeah, and Keenan was one of them. But I get Keenan's. Keenan's is not an impersonation.
No.
It's like they said, it's a caricature. It's a fake thing of over exaggeration, and that kind of makes its own humor as well.
Right. That's why I like his LeVar Ball.
Right. Okay, it's LeVar Ball. But it's like Norm Macdonald's.
Ooh. Yeah. Sorry.
Well, no, Norm Macdonald's Burt Reynolds.
Yeah.
That's the best. It's not an impersonation. He's not even close.
No, but his Jeopardy was really good.
Look at my hat.
Yeah. His big hat.
His big hat. You like it?
Speaking of the Ball family, Lonzo Ball, the oldest one.
Yeah.
He dropped a mixtape.
Oh.
Haven't listened to it yet. Really don't want to.
Well, let's blend in. Oh wait, on TVs before we jump to music.
Okay, you have something else?
There's a new show coming out.
Ooh.
I think it was picked up by Netflix. Oh, actually, there's 2 shows I can talk about. Sorry.
Oh, the HBO one as well.
What's the HBO one?
We saw the extras for it.
What? No, I don't remember.
Fahrenheit 451. HBO
Oh,
picked it
yeah.
up. Yeah.
Yeah.
New TV show.
I
looked it up. It is coming out this year.
Okay. That one I don't know much
It's got
on.
Michael B. Jordan and Michael Shannon.
Yeah. So that'll be interesting to see. Because that would work great as a TV show.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
But they're bringing back in TV show format, which will work, Lost in Space.
Okay, yeah, that'd be pretty funny. Yeah. Netflix?
Not funny.
Wait.
You said funny.
That's the one with Alan Rickman, right?
Huh? No.
What's that one?
Oh, God.
Galaxy Quest?
Yes, it's Galaxy
Quest.
Quest.
That's what I think of.
That's a good movie.
I
But
don't know what Lost in Space is.
Lost in Space was an old 1960s show about a family, the Robinsons, like Swiss Family Robinson, but they were in space.
They made a movie, right?
They made a movie of it.
It's not funny?
It's got like regular action movie humor in it.
I think we own it.
Gary Oldman's in it. He plays the bad guy.
Okay.
And then Matt LeBlanc.
Okay.
He's the pilot.
Really?
Yeah. Heather Graham.
And it wasn't funny.
Like I said, there's a couple of funny lines.
Joey.
The brother from
Another Mother?
No. History of Violence.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I cannot remember his name off the top of my
Yeah,
head. But him, he's the dad in it. So yeah, I mean, they tried to do the Lost in Space theme with that movie.
Yeah.
But the whole premise of the show was always new discovery. They always leave whatever planet they're on and they try to go somewhere else, and it's new aliens, new this. And now with today's technology, they can do some really good CGI and monsters and all that crap. So that I'm a little bit excited about. Then, if you're a fan of Making of a Murderer...
That's a great show. American Vandal's so much better, though.
They haven't picked it up yet. Nobody has, but a lot of people are really thinking Netflix is. And is it The Conviction of a Murderer?
Ooh, that's the like sequel, kind of?
It's not a sequel. It's not the same people.
Oh, really?
The cops and all the DA and all that finally made their rebuttal documentary.
Really?
Yes.
Huh.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to watch that.
I would. I mean, that's fair to see both sides.
I mean, yeah, but I feel like they're going to lie.
They might, but who's to say that in Making a Murderer
they didn't
lie?
Yeah, that's true.
Remember when they had that whole thing, look, it was open?
Yeah.
That, there was actually other non-biased people that said that is very common because when they draw samples, that's how they draw.
Right.
And so they made a big deal about that in the documentary when it was really not evidence of tampering.
Yeah, but were they filming during the investigation 20 years ago?
I don't know. I don't know what they're going to have, what they're going to show.
Footage, yeah.
I mean, there's the cops, which we already don't like.
Yeah.
But we don't know what the DA had. We don't know.
That's true. Yeah.
You know what other things came about.
Yeah.
And we were told that the bedroom wasn't bloody. What if there was evidence?
Yeah.
That got.
I mean, yeah, I guess so.
Changed. So it's worth seeing.
I just don't think it'll be as compelling.
No, without a doubt.
Because Making a Murderer they did it very well.
They unfolded it properly.
Yeah, that's a brilliant show.
And what are the odds you're part of a documentary because you're getting released for a crime you didn't commit?
Oh yeah, that's so crazy.
And then while that documentary is being filmed, you get accused of a murder that you claim you didn't commit.
So since we're on the topic of Lost in Space, made me think of Black Mirror.
Yeah, we haven't watched this season yet.
Yeah, I know. I want to watch it, so I might watch it this week without you guys.
Or whatever, man.
I've been in the mood for some dark stuff.
Oh, okay.
And I heard the first episode is just like Star Trek, but it's not very dark. It's very nerdy. But the rest, it's like miserable, and I like that. So like dark miserable.
Oh, like a couple of the other episodes.
Yeah, especially the one that I keep thinking of is the kid from End of the Effing World. He was the blackmail one.
Yeah, that one was messed up.
Yeah, I keep thinking of that.
That one wasn't messed up till you found out how messed up it was. Yeah.
What they released.
That one and The Town.
I don't find that one as dark.
When you find out what's going on.
Yeah, but she deserves it. So
she does, but
yeah. If they deserve it, I don't care.
And then The Dead Husband.
Really? With the robot?
That one's just...
That one's weird. I don't find it dark. The first episode's dark.
Which one was that one?
The princess.
The princess?
The pig.
Oh my god.
That one's dark.
Yeah, nothing compares to that. So, music.
We're just on TV.
We'll get off of pigs.
Music. I got some stories for music.
I listened to 99 More. Or 44 More.
44 More. Did you like it?
Yeah.
Did you listen to 44 Bars, though?
No.
44 Bars is so much better.
I think I know why he came out of retirement. Somebody's got to be talking shit, because he was...
Oh, yeah, the 20 million.
He is slamming.
Yeah, I was going to say, I wrote down, Logic's song is fire. That's what I... Just to remind me.
Yeah, he's slammed a lot, and he never said my name, though.
No, not at all. But every time he would say the, slamming someone, he'd go, hey, in the background. I was like, ooh, I got you.
It was really good. I liked it. It was...
like I said, 44 Bars is better,
right,
in my opinion. It felt like, he said he's not bragging, but kind of felt a bit braggy.
It feels like he's trying to shut people up for whatever reason.
Right. 44 Bars wasn't braggy at all.
Right. 44
Bars is very humble. Now,
that's Kendrick Lamar.
44 more. You know, at the end, he said, gave him 44 bars. Now I gave him 44 more.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, okay. I get it. So you liked it?
Yeah.
How much out of 10?
I don't know.
44?
More.
Post Malone released a new song.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Why? Post Malone's great.
I'm not a fan of his.
You said you like his voice.
I like his voice.
He sings with this one. He doesn't rap.
I don't like the image he's created just to sell records.
It's funny.
I get it. I
find it funny.
We get enough of it already. Of created images?
Fake images?
Yeah.
Like parody images?
No.
That's what it is.
I don't know.
That's why I like Lil Dicky and Rich Brian.
Because they're the same?
Yeah, they're white and Asian, and they act hardcore rappers even though they're not. They just grew up because of the internet.
Yeah.
But it's okay song. It's called Psycho. His part's great. And Ty Dolla $ign comes on.
Not so well.
No. I don't like his features.
I'm sorry.
Like Rockstar is alright.
Mm-hmm.
Because it kind of fits 21 Savage. But his other features suck. I don't know. But then there's a new SoundCloud rapper.
Uh-oh.
Heard about him about a month or two ago.
Right.
His name is Tekashi69. Tekashi69.
Okay.
So what do you got? What image do you have in your head?
Like anime porn.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I'll give you that one. Well, let me pull up a picture of him so that way you can get a better idea.
Oh, please be a 300-pound black guy.
No. Way worse.
A 600-pound black woman. There we go.
Yeah.
And he looks like Chris Brown.
No, he doesn't.
They don't know that.
Look at his teeth.
He's got rainbow grilling.
Yeah. So our neighbor calls him Skittles.
Uh-huh.
Because, it's very colorful.
Yeah.
He released his first album.
Yeah?
Yeah. He started off on SoundCloud. All he does is yell, pretty much.
Nice.
That's it. He doesn't rap. And it's a terrible, terrible album. Would not recommend to anyone in their right mind to listen to this.
And he could have self-produced.
I don't think so.
Oh.
I don't know. Because he had music videos out first.
I gotcha.
So. But the only good thing about the album?
It ends.
He resurrected Fetty Wap. He brought back Fetty Wap.
So Fetty Wap drops into it.
Yeah. He features in one of them, and I was like, ooh, this is going to be good. Every song has about 100 N-words in it.
Nice.
And I don't know why he's not getting flack for that, because he's Mexican.
I
mean, I don't know. I feel like...
But is he black and Mexican?
No, he's straight up from Mexico.
Well,
he's not Mexican. He's Mexican. He's born in America.
But that doesn't mean he's not black and Mexican.
Yeah, I know, but...
He could have a mixed family.
When I looked it up, it said...
Mexican descent.
Yeah, that's it. So I just listen to it. It makes me feel weird.
Yeah.
I don't know, every time I heard it, I was like, really?
You're not allowed to say that.
I don't think you're allowed to say that.
I'm going to yell.
Other news in rap.
Uh-oh.
Kodak Black.
Yeah.
He had 3 charges dropped.
Ah.
Yeah, he still has possession charges and parole. That's why he's in jail right now. But no child neglect anymore.
That's good.
Yeah.
And you have other happy news about prison people.
I did.
Yeah.
Lil Pump?
Your hero got released.
Lil Pump? Oh, no, Bryan Silva. Woo, yeah. Yeah, Bryan Silva, man. I missed him.
How about the video you found?
Which one?
The one that it's just weird.
The dancing?
Yes.
Alright, so if you know who Bryan Silva is, and you haven't been on the internet for long,
Gratata.
Gratata. If that sounds familiar, then
Then you either like Post Malone or Bryan Silva.
Yeah, you're right. He's a
Nobody.
yeah. He made that Vine, got popular, made a YouTube channel, got a bunch of subscribers and Twitter followers, stuff like that.
Did gay porn.
Yep, and then found out he did gay porn.
Tosh.0 called him out on it.
Yeah, he's like, man, why you gotta talk about that? And then he had a standoff with the police, as most people do.
Oh yeah. You gotta have one at least.
I just went through my first one. That was pretty fun.
I mean, those aren't really cops. Those were Girl Scouts selling you cookies, but we'll go with what you want to do.
They stabbed me.
That was not a knife.
Yes, it was.
No, it was a frozen Nutter Butter.
They're savages. Give me my money!
Should have taken all them boxes.
I'm sorry, okay? I was hungry. God. Anyways, he got arrested during the standoff. Walked out in his Rugrats boxers. Mm-hmm. Just a great sight, you know. And February 15th, he got released, and I was like, God has returned. And then I see, I think 2 weeks ago, maybe a week and a half ago, he posted this really good video. He's standing in front of a fountain that's changing colors, and he's dancing. And it's not terrible dancing.
No.
It's pretty common of what you see in dancers now. And then I clicked on the video to hear the sound. There was no music playing. All you hear is the fountain going and him dancing to nothing.
And he has no earbuds in.
Nope.
Nothing.
No
It's just...
It's probably one of the strangest videos I've ever seen, really.
I mean, he might be on something and hearing music.
Yeah.
This is Bryan Silva we're talking about, so...
Bryan Jesus Silva.
It's not, it's Jesus.
Oh, sorry.
Smart Mexican.
And so are you.
No.
Was that it on music?
No, I had one album that I was very happy with.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Is it?
I told you about it and you won't listen to it. Onyx.
Oh, yeah, I still don't listen to it.
You like it. It's actually good.
The last rap song you suggested to me, I hated.
That's probably because I have better taste than you.
No, you said, oh, this is just like the music you'd like.
It probably was.
And
In
I
my
played
ears.
it, and I was like...
In my ears, it all sounds, you know.
Yeah, but I don't like rap like that. Yes, I listen to some like that. But most of mine is more lyrical.
Yeah, like they called this, I think Black Rock is what they're calling themselves in this.
Never heard of that.
They keep saying it in the songs. But like I told you, it's got rap, but Onyx is well known for having like metal in the background or hard rock in the background. Not all their songs. They have songs that are straight rap songs through it, and then they're the ones that have the metal that pops into it. It was really good. I mean, especially for their age. I mean, they were big in the 90s. You know, we're talking, what, 30 years later almost?
Oh, wow. Yeah, I guess so.
Well, 20.
Yeah.
Yeah, 20 years later. They're I think they've had a couple other albums before, but I hadn't heard them. And then this one, so I was happy. One of my people, you know, from my time.
People.
Yeah, my music. Before you came around. That's my early music, yeah. When people actually beatbox, they had no instruments. So, well, yeah, I guess that's it on music.
Yeah. We got a couple movies to talk about then.
Yeah, we got a couple movies and some movie news.
Movie news.
Yeah.
We're gonna save the big movie for last.
Yeah, we'll say that. We'll do the small movies and then the news.
Yeah. We'll do the shortest movie then.
The shortest.
Yeah. The first one we watched.
Okay, so yeah, for your school.
Yeah, so for school I had to watch What's Eating Gilbert, Grape. I've never seen it before. Until now. There were a lot of slow moments. And I think it's because, like what we talked about, it's basically a movie about life.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of stuff just happens within a 7-day period. And it seems kind of unrealistic at points. Because how much is happening. Like a whole relationship with a married woman.
Well, we were getting a snippet of that.
A widow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of little stories do happen in it, but it's well molded. And like you said, so much happened, you forgot stuff.
Yeah, I forgot about the whole relationship with a married woman. Because I don't like stories that have too much happening.
Right.
But I understand if it's supposed to be about life and how this Gilbert Grape's life is stressful and everyone relies on him and all this stuff's put on his shoulders.
Good acting.
Yes, yeah, especially Leo, which I know everyone says that, but I mean, it's hard not to realize how good of an actor he was.
With that role, especially, yeah. Johnny Depp was good. I liked him in this one.
He was very mellow.
Blasé, which is not him.
Yeah, no, especially if you look at, like, Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah, he likes to be that shining star or whatever. In this one, he was very backdrop almost.
Even though he was the main character.
Yeah.
Yeah, I focus on Leo way more than Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
I forget what
John C. Reilly.
Yeah, John C. Reilly is great. And I just saw
the Rat Boy?
Yeah, I just saw his face or his name.
Oh, he was in Willard. He was in Back to the Future.
Yeah, he's in American Gods, which is funny.
Yeah.
God, I can't think of his name.
I can never remember his name. Okay. I just know he sued Back to the Future.
Right.
And then he got blacklisted or whatever, and...
Whoa.
Yeah.
Back to the Future. God, I can't think of his name.
But yeah, his character is pretty funny.
Yeah, especially the one scene that I don't know how many people catch. The, So, how old are you now?
yeah, the weird creepy hitting on
Crispin Glover.
Yeah, that's it, Crispin Glover.
Yeah.
Who is as weird in real life as all his characters.
Really?
Every interview I've seen, everything I've seen written on him.
As Mr. World, he's not weird.
No, but he just has... There's a weirdness about him in a sense, but...
I feel like they try to make him cool, but it's Crispin Glover.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to make him cool.
Yeah, well, you have to see Willard.
Oh, is that the Rat Boy?
That's... Not Rat Boy.
Rat Man.
Rat Controller.
Ooh.
Yeah. It is a cult classic. There's like a lot of people that love that.
So it's RC?
That's an RC. Yeah.
Yeah, Rat Controller. And the longest movie we watched this week, Gladiator.
I've been yelling at him to watch it
for like years.
It's one of Ridley Scott's better films. Well,
debatable.
It's one of his better ones.
Debatable.
You don't like any of his new stuff?
That's true because he's
senile.
Going crazy, yeah. First half was really good.
Yeah.
I was thoroughly enjoying myself.
Great combat scenes.
Yeah.
Even the war scene was really
The war scene was alright, yeah. The Gladiator fights are better.
Oh, without a doubt.
Yeah. And then the Gladiator fights stop.
Yep. And it becomes political.
And then it's like, what? I thought it was about a gladiator this whole time. I mean, it kind of is.
Yeah, he's still the main character.
And then he's got to defeat the bad guy, you know?
Not always.
What was that?
My Gladiator voice.
I am Gladiator. Yeah, no, the first half really good. Second half, almost fell asleep, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, I was laying down. I'm not laying down, but I was sitting in the chair, and my eyes were, like, barely staying open.
Yeah, this could have been the drugs you're on.
You know, it could have been the staying up at 3:30 last night.
Yeah.
That could have done it, yeah.
Well, like I said, in the movie, there were a couple things I really liked about it that were different than your normal movies.
It wasn't cliche
at all.
In most parts.
Yeah. There wasn't.
Yeah.
Like, there was no real love story.
Right. I was expecting there to be.
Yep. And nope, there's not. And I like that. You know, there was so many aspects of it.
When the movies, like, when they were doing the whole war scene in the beginning, I was thinking in my head, this is going to happen, this is going to happen, and this is going to happen, and this is going to happen. Well, I was like 80% correct.
Yeah.
But there wasn't a love story. You're right about that. But
he wasn't accused of murder.
I wasn't expecting that.
Oh, okay. I always expect that in those movies.
Yeah. I forget what else I got wrong.
He was going to kill a bunch of people.
I knew that. Yeah, I knew it was going to be like, he's going to become a gladiator because, he's going to get kidnapped. I was thinking he was going to get kidnapped.
Right.
Become a gladiator. Then have to do fights. Everyone's going to know he's great. He's going to reveal who he is.
But how he was great wasn't his fighting prowess.
Well, yeah, it's his leadership.
Yeah, that was a good change.
Then he's going to reveal who he is, which is going to make the king throw harder enemies out. That's what I assumed was going to happen.
Uh-huh.
So once he revealed himself, there'd be harder enemies throughout until he got to the king or the emperor or whatever.
Yeah.
But when he revealed himself, that's when the gladiator fight stopped.
Yeah.
So...
Well, no, he had the one.
He had the one, which was really good. I like that one.
You're right, the political started because then he became the people's champion.
Yeah.
And that's...
But they didn't focus on that too much.
No.
They focused more on the emperor, and I was like...
Freaking out about him being the people's champion.
Yeah, I get that, especially with the son.
Mm-hmm.
Or nephew, whatever.
Nephew, yeah.
I thought that was his son.
Oh, really?
Because they said his dad died.
So you were thinking it was like an incest
thing
kept hidden?
Yeah, because, I mean, they do go that route.
He tries.
Yeah, twice.
Yeah, probably more. We just only saw two.
Yeah. That's why I was like, is that He's not his dad. And no one's telling him
Yeah.
or what's going on because he had such a weird obsession with the kid.
Right.
Even in the beginning, his face was right in front of him.
Hello.
Yeah.
See, I love Joaquin in that movie. Joaquin.
I liked him better in Inherent Vice.
That's what I was gonna say. He does
The weird role.
excellent in weird roles.
Yeah. And
to
then
see him in a role like this.
Johnny Cash, did he do that?
Oh yeah, he did.
Yeah, that was great. Yeah.
But to see him in a role like this, and up against somebody like Russell Crowe, who is a brilliant character actor, and hold his own, that
they both were great actors.
and the dichotomy between their two personalities on screen is great as well. And that is great storytelling. Is make your hero composed and quiet, then you have to make the bad guy loud and crazy. Then they did. So
I did like the final. I loved the costumes.
yeah, yes.
And I think MF Doom stole Gladiator's helmet.
Really?
You know who MF Doom is?
No.
He's a rapper from early 2000s.
Yeah.
There's a picture on one of his album covers, and when I saw Gladiator come out with it, I was like, wait a second.
He's wearing.
That's they stole that from MF Doom. And I was like, wait, that probably came out before.
Well, there's a lot of people.
That looks like it, doesn't it?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that love that movie. They really do. And you're right, the last armor.
Oh, I was gonna talk about the costume, the Emperor's
Armor,
white garb.
yes.
That was really cool.
And that was down to the fine tune where you saw the intricate carvings in the armor at the top, and the costume. That's Ridley Scott's costume is usually spot on.
Yeah.
So, all right, before we get into that, the final one.
You got 10 minutes till we hit an hour.
All right, so this is a movie news.
Movie news with
This
Jason.
is tech news first.
Oh, tech news first?
Yeah.
Okay. Is this the story?
No. The story's coming in last.
Okay.
So there's this new device that automatically connects to your Amazon account if you have Grubhub or any of those styles attached to it to
so you
self-order
can order food.
Yeah. It is an actual device that is currently being sold in the UK.
Is it put in your stomach?
No. It's a vibrator for women. And when you turn it off and you're all done, you can have it auto set to order pizza. Because apparently in England, after a woman has an orgasm, she needs pizza.
I mean, I guess.
I don't know if you can customize what else you can order, but right now it's set to order you pizza.
Those are very popular devices without the food ordering.
Yeah.
The whole, you can control with your phone and it's weird.
Oh yeah.
It's
But
weird.
this one was weird that it orders for you.
Yeah.
All right. So
what if you don't have the money? You just want a good time.
what if you're showing it off?
Yeah.
And your friends and they're all turning it on, and you have 30 pizzas show up.
Papa John's calls you. It's like, what's going on?
Lady, you just need one of our guys to come over?
Stop ordering sausage.
So, I don't know if you care about this news, but I know you know, but Five Nights at Freddy's did get picked up.
Yeah.
Blumhouse took it.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's not going to be good.
What did we just with a Western? With
Blumhouse.
Blumhouse?
Yeah. What was that called?
The Valley of Death or whatever.
Violence.
Yeah.
Violence, yeah.
Now with
Blumhouse doesn't make good movies.
With Deadpool coming out.
Yep.
Which I'm excited about, even though they're saying it's going to be a lot more serious.
Because Cable's in it, yeah.
They've already set their schedule for the next movie.
Really?
October they start shooting, but for X-Force.
Okay.
Which means it's going to be Deadpool and Cable and Domino.
Okay.
Now the weird part here is this is Sony, so they have Deadpool. Sony.
You sure?
Who owns X-Men? Fox. Sorry.
Yeah,
Deadpool's
but
Fox.
they didn't have rights to all the X-Men.
They couldn't spend the money.
Okay.
Colossus is an X-Men. No one
Yeah.
else can use them.
Right.
It's Fox.
Okay.
Deadpool's an X-Men.
Yeah.
He's considered part of the
Are you
mutant
sure
universe.
it's still coming out then?
What?
Deadpool 2's coming out this year, right? Positive?
I'm assuming it's coming out soon.
Because the whole Disney buying the rights to it. Was that Fox or was that Sony? When Disney bought rights, movie rights.
They bought the Marvel rights.
No. They bought because New Mutants got pushed back because of this.
They bought it from Universal.
Are you sure?
Because of the rights.
New Mutants is X-Men.
I know that.
They bought the rights for whatever owns
Then
New
that's
Mutants.
Fox.
Because now it got pushed back a whole year because of this deal.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, if it's a mutant, it's supposed to be a Fox-owned brand.
Okay, so I think they bought him from. I don't remember what this deal was.
I thought Deadpool was Fox. I thought he was part of he's part of the mutant.
Disney.
Anyways.
What should I look up? Movie rights?
If they do it, here's the weird part. Is part of X-Force.
Mm-hmm.
There's characters that you've seen already. Thunderbird.
Right. Okay, it's 21st Century Fox Film and TV Studios.
Are bought by Disney.
Yeah, they just bought them in December.
Okay. So, he was in, if nobody knows, The Days of Future Past.
What?
Thunderbird.
Oh, yeah.
So he is part of X-Force at some point
Mm-hmm.
in the comic storylines. So is X-23.
And they're going into her, I think.
I don't know, but if they are, this would be a good intro.
Mm-hmm.
But so is Wolverine.
Really?
Yes. So is there a potential for Hugh Jackman to put the claws back on?
I don't think so.
You think? For Ryan Reynolds?
I don't know.
If Ryan's the leader of these projects and he pushes it, there's that whole joke he does throughout, and they are supposedly good friends off screen.
Mm-hmm.
If he asks him, hey, can you be Wolverine for one more movie for me, we could see Wolverine come back.
I don't know, but Logan was such a good send-off.
Yeah, but this would be pre-Logan. It would be like in between Wolverine
Isn't
and
Laura
Logan.
X-23?
Yeah. But I'm saying they would have to choose. Do they want the X-23 one?
Oh, okay.
Or do they want the Wolverine?
They're probably going X-23 then.
Because at one point,
Set her up.
X-Force was Thunderbird, X-23, and Wolverine. That's who it was at one point. The original one were Psylocke, I think.
Which they have her. Oh, no. Yeah, she's still alive.
Yeah.
I was thinking after Apocalypse.
Right, but I don't know if they would take her and recast her as a good guy. Well, not good guy, but...
They could fix the character. Because she ran away, so...
Yeah, she could come back. So, I mean, there's potential for that. But other than that, yeah, I mean, they have 3 of the people that are part of X-Force.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting to me that, of all the guys that got shafted from Marvel, Rob Liefeld, he created Deadpool, he created Cable, and he created X-Force. All his property, I mean, hopefully he's getting something now for it, because these were his biggest creations, and he's never moved past it.
Right.
Everything he makes an image is a copy of exactly that.
I just said replicants.
Yes, they are replicants. Okay, so... Before... I'll leave my final movie story for the end. Okay. Because my next thing to talk about ties into what we watched. Okay. So, the director...
Of that movie?
Well, we can say the movie.
We'll get there.
I posted it. We were watching it.
Oh, I put it on the thumbnail.
Yeah, so... Well, we did go see Annihilation in theaters.
Yes. Same director as Ex Machina before you get into it.
Correct. But here's something I didn't know. His name is Alex Garland.
Alex Jones, yeah.
Frogs! He actually was writing prior to being a director.
Okay.
Interestingly enough,
he wrote 50 Shades of Grey.
The Beach.
No, I still haven't seen it.
28 Days Later.
Like he actually wrote it by himself?
Sunshine.
He wrote these by himself. No help from Danny Boyle.
That's the thing. These are the things that it says. His novel, The Beach, and here's other things he wrote. I don't know if they were novels or screenplays, but there were ones Danny Boyle picked up.
That's interesting.
So, with that in mind, now that he's a director and he has some clout,
and he's picking up books,
he's redoing The Beach.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Was it not good?
I enjoyed it. It was the movie that separated Ewan McGregor and Danny Boyle.
Yeah.
Because Danny Boyle didn't cast him; he casted Leo. But yeah, I always liked it. It was so.
I still haven't seen it. So
it's obscure and it's weird, like it should be, but it's neat. You know what I mean? It's just a nice idea.
Are you sure you're correct on this?
This is what the news article that I'm reading from said.
Okay. Sorry, I just skepticism.
He wrote the novel The Beach. The Beach first came out in 1997, years before Garland broke into movies as the writer of 28 Days Later, Sunshine, and Dread.
Oh, he did Dread too?
Yeah.
Dread was great.
So he was writing those as screenplays.
He's so young. Wait, what? Okay, this is getting crazier then.
Why?
Because, okay, he subsequently receives praise for the screenplays of the films 20 Days Later, Sunshine, Never Let Me Go, and Dread. So he did the screenplays of those.
Right.
But what I just read was, where is it? He is the co-writer of Enslaved: Odyssey of the West, the game.
Really?
Yeah.
That was a neat game.
And he also served as the story supervisor of the DMC remake.
Okay.
He's like
all over the place. Yeah.
And he is 47.
So he's not that young.
I mean,
he's older than me.
Not by much.
Enough to be older.
That's so weird. I'm on his Wikipedia, so it might not be right. But
yeah. But...
And he wrote The Tesseract. Did you ever read that?
No.
Okay.
But anyways, so that'll be interesting. And to me, it's a small slap in the face.
To redo it?
To redo it, because, I mean, yes, it is your project, it's your book. Yeah, you want to do it the way you want it to, but with Danny Boyle, it's like you had somebody good at the helm. Mm-hmm. Somebody who entrusted your work for 2 other movies.
Oh, no, I'm wrong. Ex Machina is his own story.
He wrote that?
He wrote that, yeah. Huh.
So, Annihilation wasn't his story.
Right, no, it wasn't.
Annihilation was a best-selling novel.
By Jeff Vandermeer.
Yep. And we went and saw the movie. Mm-hmm. And I've been talking a lot.
Oh, sorry. I was still reading about Alex Garland. Not as good as Ex Machina, but still beautiful and somewhat compelling. I don't know what else to say.
The somewhat compelling, I agree, because it was not something that we fear currently.
No, not at all.
We don't fear a weird alien transformation.
Yeah.
We fear AI.
Mm-hmm. That's why Ex Machina is so brilliant.
Yeah.
Ex Machina is one of the greatest movies ever made, I think.
It is. The fact that it's, like I've said to everybody, it's a 3-cast movie that does not bore you.
Nope. Oscar Isaac, Alyssa Vikander, and Ginger Boy.
Ginger Boy.
Gingivitis Boy.
One of the things I liked about this movie is something you don't really get in sci-fi movies often.
It's all female?
All female cast. Very powerful female cast. They weren't your regular, even though some of them had your quote-unquote stereotypical women characterizations,
I wasn't expecting.
They didn't focus.
I wasn't expecting a mainly 5-character cast.
Yeah.
That was a bit. I don't know. I was like, they showed so many more people.
Yeah.
Throughout the movie.
And there's not.
Yeah.
There's 2 male roles.
Yep. And Oscar Isaac has the best role.
Yeah. But there's 3 male roles.
3?
Yeah. The guy that stops her in the very beginning asks her to go to the barbecue.
And who's the other one?
He's in it again.
Who's the third one then?
The interviewer.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about him.
Yeah, so the interviewer, but you really don't,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's a man, but he's in a big, giant decontamination suit through the whole movie. Visually, weird, because it's stunning one moment and bland, swampy the next, and it was the back and forth. Mm-hmm. It wasn't continuously a weird alien landscape.
Yeah, but then there were points where my jaw was just open.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, oh my god, I'm so entranced.
It's hard to describe what the movie really is, because it is sci-fi.
A strange alien phenomenon.
Yeah.
Crashes on Earth.
But the movie itself, if you're classifying it, it's drama. Very little action.
Very sci-fi. Extremely sci-fi.
But was it?
Yes.
If you could rip the sci-fi out of that and it would still be just, it could be anything. A terrorist attack. It could be, you know what I mean?
No, not at all.
It could be 5 people wandering through a swamp.
How to explain the genes?
Well, yeah, there's that.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That's 100%. That's sci-fi.
And it had a small aspect of horror.
Yes.
A little bit of scare.
There are 2 scenes. Well, when they first entered the cafeteria, there was like a pot sitting there.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's flying eventually. It was just so perfectly set up that it looked like it was just gonna like fly away or something.
The only thing I didn't like, like I told you before, in the book, it starts immediately of them walking into the shimmer.
Yeah.
This had a long build up to the shimmer.
This was like 20, 30 minutes. Yeah.
So, and that is backstory you learn later of the stuff we saw in the beginning is backstory you learn later.
Which this movie is 3 books put into one, which
yeah.
is hard.
I could be wrong about that. I know it's not just the first book.
Okay, so it could be the first 2.
Yeah. But in the book, there was this dream state that you felt when you were reading it. Mm-hmm. It felt like they were in a dream world all the time.
Right.
And like I said, there was a big aspect that was left out, the hypnosis thing. Mm-hmm. That's a major thing in the book, which I understand with the movie of having to cut it back.
Hard to do that, yeah.
And do you remember...
Could have easily done the way Get Out does it.
Yeah. Do you remember towards the end, that writing on the walls? It was all like alien language behind her.
In the lighthouse?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
That's throughout the story.
There's writing throughout it all?
They're tracking that and following it. So that was, it was like, okay, that's kind of paying an homage to what's in the book.
Yeah.
But I didn't like that crazy wasn't there.
It kind of was.
There's a lot of paranoia in the book. Mm-hmm. A lot of distrust between them all.
Yeah. They could have went in there in the cafeteria. They could have started it then.
It starts the first camp in the book.
I get that.
Yeah.
Because the first camp, they forget everything.
Right.
Yeah.
And after that, it continues.
They could have started there. Yeah, the cafeteria could have easily done it. They could have tied that in somehow, which would have made the house scene better.
Right. Yeah, there's not enough paranoia and mistrust in it.
Yeah,
for the feel of what I was expecting. Mm-hmm. Doesn't mean it was bad. It wasn't bad at all.
No,
it was an
really
excellent
good.
movie.
Yeah. I think we were the only fans of the movie in the theater, though.
Yeah, because as people were walking by.
The movie sucks.
What the hell was that?
Because it's pretty confusing.
It is. You do have to pay attention. And you do have to have an open mind of accepting just weird things without an explanation. Because they do explain some of it through time.
And I think some people might not have caught the ending.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? With
Yeah.
Because I kind of caught it, and then I focused on it more. I was like, oh, okay, that's it.
And I did see a news article before it that said, are there after-credit scenes? Just so you know, no, there aren't. I looked at the article and saw, I'm like, why do they even have this article? Mm-hmm. They wrote an entire article to explain why there were not end-credit scenes.
Guys, this isn't a Marvel movie.
Yeah.
I know there was a comic book called Annihilation.
And I get that. I get the ending of this could make you be like, oh, is there going to be more?
Yeah.
But no, there's not.
There's not any answer.
You can leave right after the credits. It's no problem at all.
Before the credits.
Yeah. But definitely go see it in theaters.
Yes, theaters, absolutely.
The diversity of scenes.
Expect a slow movie.
Not a slow movie?
Well, a slow build-up, definitely.
Expect just a story.
Yeah.
It's not gonna
but not with a fulfilling ending.
No, you're just watching a story.
Yeah.
What's Eating Gilbert Grape?
That has a fulfilling ending.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
No, it doesn't.
They get picked up by the...
We don't know that.
They show them getting the truck.
They could have been in a car accident right around the corner.
I don't care. That's a fulfilling ending. You know that they're happy.
So is this one, there was a little bit of... Oh,
shut up.
So definitely go see it.
Yeah.
Okay, so to end the show...
Story time.
I have a story.
He's been building this up for the past 24 hours.
This better not suck. Okay. This goes back to last week's review.
Of Black Panther?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. There's a town here in America. It is spelled Hauconda.
Okay.
Ever since the movie has come out, their city hall has been getting phone call after phone call after phone call.
Is it H?
Huh?
Is it H-A-U? Not W-A-U?
W-A-U.
You said H-A-U.
Oh, sorry. W-A-U.
Oh, I was like, Honda.
They've been getting phone call after phone call asking if people can order vibranium.
Ooh.
Now, in this small town, Black Panther's not even playing.
Okay, of course.
There's only I think it said there's only 2,000 people in this town. It's a small town. And they don't know what's going on.
They don't know what Wakanda is.
They don't know what Wakanda is. They don't know what vibranium is. And the best part was the girl who answers the phones got a call. And she said to the reporter, at first she thought it was a full moon out because all these calls were coming in.
Right,
She thought it was crazy.
Crazy.
She said someone called and said, hey, how do you pronounce the name of your town? Mm-hmm. And she said, Wakanda. And the guy just yelled out, Wakanda forever! And hung up. So she responds to the reporter was, I think that's from the movie. To show how she doesn't know what's going on. So I'm wondering if they're going to change their phone numbers and what they're going to do. Mm-hmm. The reporters asked them, are they going to like take advantage of their city being named Wakanda? And they're like, why? Mm-hmm. Sorry, I just thought that was... I would have loved to have just been in the room when somebody yells the Wakanda forever to somebody. Mm-hmm. And the fact that somebody found the town...
That doesn't surprise me at all.
You think somebody looked up Wakanda the way it's spelled?
No. I think someone just lives in the same vicinity and just knew.
Oh.
And it's told the internet, and then it blew up. That's
true.
That's how the internet works.
I just thought that the Wakanda forever.
Yeah, that was alright. I guess. I've been seeing a lot of people on Twitter make fun of the way Forrest Whitaker spoke.
Yeah.
And how his A's are E's.
Ah.
So it was just, I don't know. I've never seen that. It's funny.
I'm sorry, my story wasn't as compelling as you thought it would be.
Yeah.
Come on, it's one of those I think later you're going to laugh a little bit because it's...
Does it?
Yeah, these poor people. I know what you're talking about. These poor people living in this town.
You should tell me that story.
Well,
whoa.
We are going to say Wakanda forever goodbye.
Bye-bye!
And we will talk to you on the 16th episode.
Maybe, unless our voices get...
happened. I'm Jason.
I'm Trent.
And you've been listening to Fresh and Retro.
And we're listening to the Daily News.